Last time, while exploring the hillsides with my friend Jared, I decided that I was on the wrong bike and started shopping for a new one. At the same time, I was also shopping for a small boat, and I found this kayak that I could mount on top of my bus. Solved a lot of problems, and now I can paddle the great waterways around Boise. After mounting the boat to the roof of my bus, I headed east above the Arrow Rock Dam and into the reservoir. This is an amazing place with a tight dirt road that runs just beside the lake and the canyon. I love paddling, and I've been paddling for the last 30 years. My last boat was a 16-foot canoe. It was great, very stable, could carry lots of gear, people, but it was just too heavy for this trip. It would have been very difficult for me to portage even short trips like this, but very difficult to mount a 90-pound canoe on top of my bus. I could have done it, but it would have been very difficult, and I would have to maneuver it quite a good bit to get it on the roof. And with the weight, just seemed like it wasn't a good fit. So I knew I was going to get another boat. Just when was the question, and this seemed like an appropriate time. I've always wanted a kayak because of the size, the maneuverability, and the less the weight. They're so much lighter than big canoes. But I've always wanted one, but I could never find one that I could fit in. And this one had a big port in the top that I could slip my big long legs in and get out easily. Because it's kind of dangerous being upside down in a kayak that you can't peel off like a sock. But this was a really good fit. Initially, I thought, because it was a 10-foot boat, they had a 12-foot boat that was probably more of a better fit for me, but it just would not fit inside the bus before I had the mounting system. So I got the 10-foot boat, and I had to learn how to stabilize it pretty quickly. It's a very unstable boat for my size, like I said, but it was a lot of fun, and I had a blast this day. It was a really cold morning. We spent the night in front of a campfire. We went to bed pretty early because it was so cold, but woke up and it was even colder this morning, but I was determined to paddle across this lake and see what was on the other side. So that's what I did. You see, when I get across the lake here, my lens the camera lens starts fogging up just as I get to this point here. So you can tell it's pretty cold. But I had a blast. I was a little bit afraid of falling in the water because I didn't really have any cold water gear other than what I'm wearing. But it was a blast, and great few days up in the hills and next to the reservoir. It's a beautiful area. Even though you don't see a lot of green, it's still just beautiful. You can see all the terrain, all the geology, and it was a great day to break in the boat. Join us next time when Jared and I practice rescuing a motorcycle from the side of the hill. Believe it or not, this kind of catastrophe happens a lot in this part of the country. You're driving down a little trail and you pitch the bike off the side of the mountain. You either leave it there or you pull it up somehow, and that's what we do.